So which are, let's say, the top 3, 5, maybe 4 or 5 options that people can still have in their portfolio when it comes to, let's say, travel-centric rewards?
Travel-centric rewards. One is an evergreen card by American Express. So what I am discussing is not in order, in the sense that I would not say that Amex Platinum Travel is the best travel card out there.
Yeah.
But Amex Travel Card is an evergreen card. If you will see, there have hardly been any devaluations in the last 7-8 years. So very straightforward card. You need to spend 4 lakh rupees a year on this card. You will get around 48,000 reward points. More if you optimize it, but let's not get into that. 48,000 points. 48,000 points translate to at least 48,000 Marriott points, or maybe 20 Taj vouchers worth rupees 24,000. And on top of those 48,000 points, you get 10,000 rupees Taj voucher also, forgot to mention. And generally, from time to time, there are some transfer bonuses also. So Amex has partnership with a lot of airlines and hotels. Generally, एक जो bonus हर साल आता ही है, that is related to Marriott. Marriott के साथ ही generally you get the best conversion. ठीक है, in terms of value that you extract from Amex Platinum Travel Card. तो generally 25-30% bonus का towards the end of the year, November, December में आता है. ठीक है, तो 1:1 है, तो 48,000 points that you have accumulated in a year, ठीक है, that can translate to maybe even 60-65,000 Marriott points, which can get you a couple of nights stay in a property like Western Rishikesh, or maybe a 4-night stay in, agar India ki baat kare to, in a property like Aravali in the outskirts of Faridabad. Then 70-75,000 points get you a 2-night stay in JW Marriott Mussoorie, and 10,000 rupees Taj voucher. Cumulatively, you can extract a return of anywhere close to 12-13% with this card, which is a fairly good return in terms of travel. Yeah.
So even personally, I have this card also. So so I have hit my milestone for the 4 lakh one. So total, I think I must have spent about 4,40,000 on this card, and I was optimizing for those 3x.
Yeah.
So I'll just tell the viewers. So there is something called Gifter, or let's say an American Express reward multiplier, wherein especially for this card, Platinum Travel, you can get up to 3x miles, 3x points basically, 3x Amex points. So typically what you do is, if you, let's say, want to buy something on Amazon, Myntra, so you basically go to that website. It kind of acts as an affiliate in between, and you basically buy the voucher and you add that balance to that particular platform and you get your 3x.
But there also rationalization is taking place. Most of the time, Amazon vouchers are either out of stock, or you get 250 rupees voucher.
Yeah, Amazon is, let's say, not the best one. So definitely other.
But that is the case with a lot of super premium cards,
especially travel-centric cards. In the case of Amazon, because very widely used.
Mostly travel-centric cards. So there is this HDFC, Amex, Axis have partnership with Gifter, wherein you can buy instant vouchers and you get accelerated reward points. With Platinum Travel, it is 3x. With Amex Gold, it is 5x. With Amex MRCC, it is 2x. With HDFC Infinia, it is 5x. DCB is 3x. So do use these. Wherever you are shopping, if you can use vouchers, provided the discount that is available on the platform is not nullified because of use of the voucher. If that is not the case, go ahead and use the voucher. You'll accumulate more points.
And just I think on Platinum Travel, what I think most people miss out on, that you have to at times call or reach out to them for those extra points.
Yes. So basically, I'll break it down. So straightforward, on spends of 4 lakh rupees in a year, you don't get 40,000 points. So I'll go into the reward structure of the card. So for every 50 rupees that you are spending on this card, you get 1 membership reward point, right? On spending 1,90,000 points, you are entitled to get 17,500 bonus points. Amex automatically credits 7,500 points. For 10,000 points, you need to get in touch with them either through chat or by calling them. Similarly, once you cross the threshold of 4 lakh rupees, you are entitled to get 22,500 points. Amex automatically credits 15,000. We need to check that.
15,000. It does.
So basically, a portion of the points are credited automatically. For rest, again, you need to call them or chat with them.
Right.
I believe they do this because of profitability.
Yeah, just to,
But yeah, that is how you basically accumulate 48,000 points. And as Vishwas mentioned, you can earn more points if you use accelerated platforms like
so I
Gifter.
think I have kind of generated almost 15 to 18% return on this card.
Right.
So it has been just a combination of three things. So obviously the base points, your bonus points that you get on milestones. Above that, I have definitely optimized it for 3x points. And I've only transferred point whenever there has been a 30% bonus. So that is definitely it. So I have certain points still left in my Amex account. One I already transferred about 22,000 points when the 30% came in. So the balance somewhere around 29,000. 32,000 are still left. So I think on 4,40,000, I'll roughly have somewhere around, if 30% bonus is there, then this also around, I think, 79,000. I guess 70 to 75,000 in terms of total points I'll have after spending 4,40,000. So that is, I think, more than 15%.
Yeah. I have not optimized Amex Platinum Travel a lot because I generally use my HDFC Infinia
so somebody who's an Infinia, definitely.
To buy instant vouchers. Now, he very rightly mentioned that he transfers the points when there is an offer. So the good thing about Amex, unlike other banks, is that there is no expiry as far as the points go.
Yeah.
Right. So ideally, you should transfer the points either when you want to travel somewhere. Right. Or if there is some bonus that has been announced by any loyalty program of any airline or hotel, that is the best time to transfer the points. So yeah, all in all, a very good card. Only downside, I believe everyone knows, is the acceptability
issue of Amex,
issues with Amex.
Yeah.
But if you are the kind of spender, you know the kind of spends you do, and you know that Amex would be accepted, you can definitely go for this card. You would not be disappointed.
Obviously, one is Amex Platinum Travel, and evergreen one. What is the next?
Next one is Axis Atlas.
Yeah.
Has been devalued a bit in the sense that bank has excluded certain categories on which Atlas miles used to be awarded.
Right.
But those are standard categories now. Most cards don't award points or miles on those categories, and they have also reduced the miles that you get on certain milestones and also on renewal. That is something that they have done, but the standard return rate is still the same. That you get 2 miles on every 100 rupees that you are spending using this card, and 5 miles on travel spends. By travel spends, I mean the spends that you do on direct airlines and hotels or Travel Edge platform of Axis Bank. If you do any spends on OTAs like Make My Trip, Is My Trip, Yatra, etc., you will get your normal 2 miles for every 100 rupees that you spend. Now, these miles that you get on Atlas, you can, as the name, Atlas is a pure play travel card. You can redeem these for various, you can basically transfer to these to various airline and hotel partners, and it's a long list of partners that Axis has. Apart from Marriott, wherein for every 2 Atlas mile, you get 1 Marriott point. Apart from Marriott, for every partner, for every 1 Atlas mile, you get 2 points or miles of the airline or hotels wherever you are transferring, and has a very big list, as I mentioned, from Qatar Airways to ITC to Accor to Air India to, I guess, Etihad is not there. Air France, KLM, I believe, is there. We can put a list.
Japan Airlines is also there.
Japan or ANA? I guess
Japan is there.
Japan is there.
Qantas.
So a long list. Very good options. If you are not someone who does not optimize a lot, the golden advice would be to transfer these miles to Accor. You get a very good value. Suppose you have transferred 5,000 miles, you will get 10,000 Accor points. Now, Accor points, unlike a lot of airlines or hotels, you can basically use these points to settle all your bills at any Accor property. most Accor properties.
Right.
And there is no availability issues also, in the sense that in case of airlines, generally you have a very limited inventory of award seats. Right. In case of Accor, you don't have that issue. You can book any room and use these points to settle the bill. And for every 1,000 points, you basically can redeem these 1,000 points to get a credit of 20 euros.
Right.
So 20 euros would roughly be around 1,800 rupees.
Hmm.
So one Accor point translates to a value of 1.8 rupees.
Right.
That means with Atlas, if you transfer your points to Accor, you are getting a return of 7.2%. People who are very good with miles, they can get more than that if they are pro at this. Air France KLM has very good steals from time to time. Then Qatar Airways also, if you want to plan, if you want to try Q Suite, Qatar also, you can get decent value. Turkish used to be very good, not as good as it is. They did devalue this year. Now it is not as good. Aeroplan and United are a couple of very good options. Both are Star Alliance members. Right. And now using United, you can also book Air India domestic tickets. Right. So all in all, a very good card. A definite recommendation for people, especially who like to optimize, who are deep into the air miles game. But most of them would already be knowing about Atlas. Right. But who are new to this, they can also get this card, and no brainer, just put the points into Accor. Now, just a caveat, because it is Axis, the card can get devalued anytime. Yeah. You can never predict. Axis is very finicky that way. Just wanted to add a caveat.
Although devaluations have also slowed down on the Axis part, because obviously they have learned their lessons and now they are trying to do it more sensibly. But they also launched one more card, which let's say is a replica of Atlas, but has obviously a more rational.
No, it's not a replica of. You're talking about Olympus, right? It's not a replica of Atlas. It's a replica of City Prestige. Okay. So the card has been given to the existing card holders of City Prestige. It is not available for other people to get. We can't get it.
We can't apply.
We can't. It's not yet available for anyone to apply. I'm not sure if it is going to be opened. As in, the return is almost similar to Atlas. You get one point for every 100 rupees that you spend. But unlike Atlas, for by transferring these to various airlines and hotels, you get 4 miles or points. So translates to same value. But one good thing with Olympus is actually 2 good things. Transfer caps, right, to various airlines and hotels. That group A, group B thing, that is way higher in Olympus in comparison to Atlas. Okay, that is one thing. Second thing is forex spends, right? On forex spends with Olympus, you get 2x points, right? So even I'm not sure what is the forex markup. Even if I take 3.5% plus GST, which is roughly around 4.2%, okay, and you're getting 8 airline miles or points, roughly you'll end up getting a return of 4.5%, right? So for that use case, Olympus is a great card. But again, the applications have not yet been open to general public, only been given to City Prestige card holders. And also amongst the bouquet of Axis cards, this is the only card that is now offering the kind of lifestyle benefits that Magnus and Reserve were offering in their heydays. You are getting meet and greet, and Book My Show also is there, and Book My Show is there in Reserve also, but they discontinued as far as Magnus goes. Also, Airport Pick and Drop is also there. So a very good offering by Axis, not giving unrealistic rewards that they were giving in case of Magnus. and also they are not issuing this left, right and center like they
Right.
did with Magnus. So I believe whenever it is available for general public, you can go for this card, though fee is on the higher end. It's 20,000 plus GST, but obviously they would be giving you joining and renewal benefit
Right.
to that extent. So Olympus, so my belief is that they would go slow as far as devaluation of this card is concerned. So Olympus again is a fairly good card.
What would be the next card? Probably Infinia.
Yeah,
DCB.
Infinia is probably one of the most sought after super premium cards. Now even more difficult to get.
Yeah, I think the eligibility criteria is
now you need to have a net salary of like 5 lakh rupees a month.
60 lakhs CBC. Yeah.
Fairly difficult to get. Has a standard reward rate of 3.3%. If you see the normal reward rate, obviously cards like Atlas are better.
Right.
No two ways about it. And I believe Axis Airlines and Hotel Transfer Program is stronger than HDFC. Only if you have a lot of spends that you can do on Smart Buy, it makes sense. Right. So on Smart Buy, you can get 5x points on flight bookings, 10x points on hotel bookings, 5x points on getting instant vouchers through Gifter. There are certain limits in case of vouchers, how many vouchers you can get of a particular brand, and a total ceiling also. You can accumulate up to 15,000 accelerated reward points in a month through Smart Buy in a month. If you have considerable spends on Smart Buy, and I believe someone who is earning in that ballpark would be having. He would be doing a lot of online spends. He would be shopping a lot. He would be traveling a lot. So my assumption is such people would be having a lot of such kind of spends. It's a definite recommendation for such people. On Smart Buy, they can get a return of around 14-15% easily. So with Atlas also, you can book direct flights, not by transferring it to hotel and airline partners, but therein then you will get a value of 1 point is equal to 1 rupee. Your base reward rate comes down to 2%.
Right.
With Infinia, that is a very big advantage in the sense that you can use these points to book any flight. If I have to go tomorrow to say Bangalore, right, and I have to go by Indigo, which has recently launched a frequent flyer program, but there are no partners as of now. And I want to book a revenue ticket. The cost of the flight is say 7,000 rupees. So what I can do is I can book that ticket using Smart Buy platform by paying using a mix of points and cash. Up to 70% can be paid through points, and 1 point will give you 1 rupee. So roughly 4,900 points and 2,100 rupees cash plus some convenience fee. So that is a very big advantage.
Right.
You don't have to be restricted to a certain airlines and hotels only. Right. If I have to go to Manali, where maybe there are not a lot of star properties, right? Smart Buy is a very good option there. For someone who has a lot of spends, combination of Infinia and Atlas also makes a lot of sense. Infinia can be used for those Smart Buy and accelerated purchases. Your normal offline spends, that can be routed to Atlas.
DCB, I guess, is sort of a mimic on Infinia, but it's just that the certain things are different in terms of the overall.
Yeah, DCB Metal, they launched a couple of years back now, I guess. 1.5 years back, I guess. That is a decent upgrade over the plastic version, wherein on spends of, they have added a very good quarterly milestone. That if you spend 4 lakh rupees in a quarter, you get 10,000 bonus points. Right? 1 point is equal to 1 rupee. So the base return of DCB again is so for every 150 rupees that you spend, you get 5 points. That is the same in case of Infinia, which I did not mention there. Right? 1 point is equal to 1 rupee. So base return translates to 3.3%. But if you're say spending 4 lakh rupees in a month and non-accelerated purchases, so your return on DCB would be significantly better than Infinia, right? Your return on DCB would be around 10,000 of 4 lakh would be around 2.5%. So it would be 5.8%. Okay, which is even higher than Atlas non-Accor this
Right.
thing. Okay. Malab, obviously a lot of people would be able to extract more rewards on Atlas, but a fairly good card, right? And the advantage with both Infinia and DCB is that unlimited domestic lounges. In case of DCB, I guess it's 6 overseas lounges in a quarter.
Right.
Whereas in case of Infinia, it is unlimited. But unlimited domestic and overseas lounges in case of both DCB and Infinia. Whereas in most cards, in case of premium cards also, like in the case of Yes Bank Marquee and Yes Bank Reserve, now they have introduced spend criteria for getting lounges also.
Right.
In case of Axis Magnus also, there is a spend criteria now on your primary as well as add-on cards, unlimited lounges. So very good benefit there.
And good thing I see with DCB is that because Infinia lots of now has a different eligibility criteria, an upgraded one. So DCB so far there is no news in terms of the eligibility criteria. So still within the reach of most people.
Yeah.
In terms of getting that card.
Yeah. Where Infinia is better than DCB in terms of rewards is that on instant vouchers you get 3x points on DCB.
Right.
And the overall limit on accelerated points on DCB metal is 10,000 points in a month. Whereas Infinia, as I earlier mentioned, is 15,000 points.
Right. I think so. The travel category is specifically done. So I think these are the 4 options: Platinum Travel, Infinia, DCB or DCB Metal, and Atlas.
Olympus.
Olympus, if you let's say been a city customer, then obviously you can go for that.